we're chatting with Jason Quill, the creative mind behind Norbert's Big Adventure, a delightful new children's book taking readers on a whimsical safari as Norbert, who's also joining us over here, a curious zoo animal, sets out to explore the world beyond his enclosure. Welcome, Norbert. Welcome, Jason.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yes. So what inspired this book? I mean, I'm sure the man, the myth, the legend, Norbert did, but...
So I wanted to build a puppet that I could take around and make kids happy with. So I built this years ago, and as I drove it around, I noticed the kids would run around and follow it, and it became this whole like Pied Piper thing. And as I started watching them ride around, or he rode around, and they would, follow him around,
along.
the stories started coming from that. So if you look in the book, there's little notes, notes of around town, maybe a little bit of Bentonville in there,
Certainly.
maybe a little bit of Fayetteville. So there's just these little moments of like, it kind of looks like you're in this town, but it could be any town USA.
Okay.
But the kids just love to follow him, and his adventurous, demeanor means that he's going to go around and see things for the first time.
Now, tell me more about your inspiration for Norbert just in general. Like, you just wanted to create a puppet and you determined it would be a giraffe? Like, how did that all come
It's kind of a roundabout story. So I like to go to events called maker fairs, and maker fairs are held all over America and all over the world, technically. And I went to one in California, and I went to one in New York, and there's this one particular gentleman that has a Kermit the Frog on a tricycle.
Okay.
And that thing speeds around the whole event, the whole day. You see him everywhere. And I'm like, I want to make one of those. But I didn't want to make the exact same thing.
Sure, yeah.
So my thought was, what if I made something that was abnormally tall?
Yeah.
I couldn't find an ostrich. Ostriches are very hard to find whenever you want to stuff an
Right, in a
ostrich.
stuffed ostrich
But
form, yeah.
as I'm searching the internet for tall stuffed animals, I found a giraffe that was 5 feet. And I'm like, that's perfect. I will make it. So I had to perform surgery on him from standing to sitting.
Yes.
And
And here he is today.
In all his glory.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's so cute.
There he is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. How could you not follow this thing around?
I know. I want to take him home. So let me ask this: what do you hope that kiddos take away from your book?
It's really one of those like first-time adventure books. I want kids to look at the world as a new thing. I want kids to go out there and go, well, that's something I've never seen. What is it? I don't want them to be afraid of it. In the book, he sees things he's never seen before. He's a little bit afraid from a ambulance going by for a brief moment, but he realizes that that's not a thing to be afraid of.
Okay.
And so there's other times where he just wants to say hello to somebody because he's never met this person before, and the person helps him cross the street because he didn't know how to cross the street with by pressing the crosswalk button.
Yeah.
So I want kids to just not be afraid of just going out and exploring the world with help. He does have a babysitter the whole time.
Yes.
There's actually a cardinal that flies around with him.
Yeah.
And
saw that cardinal
if
in here.
you do look in the book, the cardinal is modeled after somebody.
Uh-huh.
And so I kind of chose the cardinal because I do like my mohawk, and it was one of the birds that has a red mohawk.
Yeah, that's cool. I love it. I don't know
So
if you can get
he's
a
not
shot.
just running around the world by himself, parents. But he does have a babysitter that was, his mom said, as long as the cardinal goes with you, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
love
see him right
it.
there. There's a couple of birds. There's like a mockingbird,
There's a woodpecker.
maybe? Woodpecker.
So the
okay.
woodpecker is how he gets the holes in his helmet.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see. See, it all makes sense.
Yep.
That's
It all
so
comes
It all
together.
comes together, yep.
And you condensed probably a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas you
yeah.
had, and put them into one nifty book that folks can pick up. How can we get a copy of this book?
So it was released on Friday. It's technically worldwide on the internet. It hasn't made it to stores yet. That'll trickle down in the next few months.
Okay.
But it's on your Walmart.com, your Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com. It's available everywhere. And I've already got people sending in pictures from literally all over the world. I have a friend in Germany that has his copy already.
That's great.
Congratulations.
So
Okay.
people just need to search Norbert Goes on Safari.
Yep.
That's the title of the book. Absolutely. Now, you were saying before we got into this, you had more pages than actually made it into this, right?
More books are coming.
Okay.
Yep.
That was our next
more
question.
books are
There you
coming.
go.
I probably have about 7 more books. Not broken off from that, but I've once I had one story, I just kind of
Right. The dominoes fall.
Yeah, the dominoes
Love
fall.
it.
Once
And
you
he
get
already has
started.
friends too. So if you know Norbert from local, you know that there's a bunch of friends like an octopus. And,
Well, if you
and
need
some
any
other
more
things.
character inspiration,
That's right, us
He's got
too.
2 friends right here.
Some-
just saying.
That's right.
I might just do that.
That's right.
Maybe next book will be Norbert Goes on TV.
I love it. Let's do it.
love
Let's
it.
bring Norbert on TV.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jason.
you
Thank you
guys
for joining
so
us. Thank you,
much.
Norbert. Great to see you.